I know you've heard this saying, once the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? Now, how do you tend to get out of debt with your spouse in the coming year or in the year that you're in? Coming out of debt with your spouse is one of the greatest things that could ever happen to you. And a debt free marriage, a debt free relationship is actually a relationship of ease, bliss, and love. But when you are full in debt, it actually takes away the place of the love and gives you most times concerns and it gives you some sort of agitations that you don't want. Now, long before I started my debt free journey and I actually decided to record and teach people about it, there are things I began to realize and I also learned towards this journey. One of those things is homeschooling. Now, if you're deep in debt with your spouse and you're planning to get out of debt, you will want to watch this video till the end. What is homeschooling? It actually means, in your layman's language, simply switching the conventional school to home to the home. Yes, where you get to teach your children or delegate people to teach your children at a lesser cost. Now we're going to be dissecting into homeschooling, the benefits, yes, the pros, right? I'm not going to talk about the cons because we're looking for how to get you and your spouse out of debt. Now, before you ever think of homeschooling, think about the benefit it lays for you. If the benefit outweighs the disadvantages, then go with it. But if the disadvantages outweighs the benefit, please don't do it. Okay. Now, homeschooling your child or children will actually help you save a whole lot. Let's assume you have a child, and then each term, well, that's each term, which is 3 to 4 months, you pay 40,000 naira for school fees alone. This does not have to do with the school bus. It does not have to do with the food. It does not have to do with school uniform. It does not have to do with stationaries, that school writing materials, right? And then you do that every year. Now, when you decide to homeschool your child, what you'll be doing is you're saving 120,000 naira alone for the year. Why? Because the stationaries you'll be using is still available at the home. In though it will be reduced, save 120,000 naira from a child's school fees a year, and the school buses fee also, you would also add it up to it. But how do you go about doing this? You should sit down with your spouse and agree who is, if one of you is not working, it's fine, then it's good. But if both of you are working, you have to look at and strategize how you're going to do it. Now, when you're working, you have to check the advantages and disadvantages. Is your work paying you up? Is it paying you to the required amount of time that you want to exchange for homeschooling your children or your child? See what will work for you. Then the next thing you're going to do is get the school curriculum. You can approach schools or tell them or share your ideas with people or ask for help. Teachers can also help you give you school curriculum, which you'll use and prepare the school work notes for your children that they will follow. And then, most importantly, one thing you should do is also seek for help. There are parents who are homeschooling already, and then they have been doing it quite okay. You can ask them for help to help you out and show you how to do better while homeschooling your children. And also, you can decide to just um, employ one teacher. Yes, just a teacher that would help you add up to what you'll be doing at home. Now, when you decide to homeschool your children, like I have said from the beginning of this video, look at the advantage of it. Don't just look at the fact that you'll be saving money, even though it's one of the easiest way for you to cut costs and also improve in finances in the house and also get out of debt. But it should not just be the only yardstick. Check the advantages and the disadvantages out first before you go into it. Another thing you should do when trying to homeschool is make sure that every day at a particular time, create a routine where the children must leave what they are doing and sit and learn. And you now assume the place of a teacher rather the place of their parent. Okay, so they will know, and then you have to balance it up. Okay, and that will also help you to get out of debt. Mind you, whatever you're saving from not taking them to the conventional school, you should make sure that you invest it in something that would actually yield more. And I'll always advise you do the compound interest thing. If you give out the money for somebody to do business with, let whatever proceeds they should add it up to it up till the a period of time, and at the end of the day you realize that you make more and then you've been able to offset a debt or something. So I hope this video has been helpful.